Hello, everybody, and happy Maca Monday to everybody watching. Today we are okay. So, actually, before I get into that, let me just say I apologize, y'all, about Friday. As y'all know, we normally do have a special guest on Friday, but due to complications, we obviously, didn't have our session. But we will. Well, obviously, we're back in action today, and we will be back in action on Friday as well. But if you guys have been with us for a little while now, you definitely got the basics down. You've learned, not really tutorials, but I guess you can say tutorials on how to, better your game, better your advantages, and just different stuff like that. So today we're gonna continue on with those tutorials, teaching us, how to be better with chess. But then you guys are going to actually get to see me play a game instead of, well, y'all have seen me play games with Zarya, but not like that. I never can say it like that, but like a game. I don't know how to explain it, but y'all get what I'm trying to say. And like I said with Zarya, like if y'all want to do what Zarya's doing, where we have a one-on-one together, I'm definitely up for it. I promise y'all, I'm up for anything. Just let me know in the comments or reach out to me directly. Or reach out to somebody to get to me so that we can get that set up for you guys. Also, be sure to tune into our YouTube channel just in case you have missed any of the previous Pushin Pawns with Audra so that you are caught up all the way. Also, don't be afraid to ask me questions in the comments. Just, don't be afraid to, have a little conversation with me or whatever. Because, like I always say, this is for you guys as well, just not just me. Okay. Obviously, I'm the one doing it, but this is always for you guys. So if you have any questions, comments, if you guys want to play me directly, make sure that you guys, put that in the chat or whatever the case may be. But like I said, today we are going to be getting into, some of the tutorials that we normally do. And then if you guys can see the description or did see the description, let me change the banner because that's a little bright. But so yeah, if you guys did see, we will be playing, or you guys are going to be watching me play a game. So if you guys have any questions, want to send me a request, put that in the chat and we'll get to that. So like I said, we have, made a lot of progress as far as, learning the pieces, learning the board, learning about different openings, learning, just all of that. We've learned all the basics essentially. So now we're going to get into making the most of your pieces. Now, this is the first lesson underneath the intermediate, I believe it's called intermediate category. So with that being said, we're getting into the good juicy parts now, okay? So as you already know, if y'all have been with us for a little minute, dang, and I keep forgetting to share my sound. But if you guys, are with us for a little while or have been with us for a little while, then you would know, that we watch the videos and then, we'll go over the challenges together. So once I share my screen with my sound this time, we'll go ahead and get into that. So I'm going to go ahead and play the video. And as you guys seen, I did remove myself from the stream just so that you guys can have a better view of the actual screen. And then after that, we will get back into it. So this video is about 1 minute and 37 seconds. So I will see y'all in 1 minute and 37 seconds.
While knights are most useful when they are close to the action, bishops are usually best placed on long diagonals where they can control squares from a distance. In this position, the bishop is putting pressure on the A8 square no matter if it's on B7, C6, or G2. So in general, it's better to keep them safe while still attacking key squares. Let's take a look at some examples. One thing to be careful of is that bishops can also be vulnerable to pawn attacks that can push them around. Watch how white traps the black bishop. The bishop has no escape. Bishops work really well together when used as a pair. Together, they can cover a lot of squares and make up for the fact that each bishop only attacks one color. Look at all the squares these bishops control together in black's territory. Bishops also pair nicely with the queen, who often goes in for the attack while protected from the bishop from behind. Let's take a look at this attack with the queen and see how both bishops work together to help checkmate the black king. The queen checks the king on h8 and delivers checkmate. Notice the dark square bishop joins the battle and prevents the king from escaping. It's game over. One good question to always ask yourself is which diagonal would the bishop be most effective on? Let's see if you can answer that in the questions.
Okay, y'all. So we're back. And I literally always do this every single time. My bad. I completely forgot to read the guy's like description or comment or whatever you guys want to call it. So let me go ahead and read that, and then we'll get into the challenges. So he says bishops are most useful when controlling long unblocked diagonals. Bishops are particularly useful when you have both of them, so they can control both light and dark squares. So, pretty much as you guys seen, it was a pretty straightforward video. It was just essentially talking about, using your bishops. So, let's go ahead and get into it. So, it's White's move. White has two attackers on Black's central D5 pawn, which is right here. Let's see. And Black has two defenders. How can White's bishop join the game and help add pressure to the Black D5 pawn? So, once again, it is White's move. So, we're looking to add pressure to this pawn right here. Now my first guess would be to move my bishop on c1 to f4. Okay, now let me tell y'all why. Oh wait, actually no, that doesn't make sense. I ain't gonna tell y'all why because I really didn't think that one through. I did, but I didn't when you think about how pawns move. So, but okay. Let me see. Well, I mean, let me see. This is a reasonable developing move, but it doesn't help White fight against Black's d5 pawn. Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna use a hint because okay. So how can White's bishop attack a key defender on the? That doesn't help. Um. Okay, actually moving right here. Okay, so it said the thing that made me get to that. It says how can White key defender? Now the only piece that's defending, not the only, well, yeah, well, one of the only pieces defending six. So now I am, attacking that piece. So I just, okay. So it says, you got it. White attacks and pins Black's knight on f6, threatening to remove a defender on the d5 pawn. Black's d5 pawn will soon fall. Okay, so next, White to move. Black has three connected passed pawns marching forward. Um, Black C pawn is ready to promote on the next move. Can you find a way to save the game for White? Okay. I didn't know that we were trying to prevent it from promoting because, oh, I'm tripping. Hold on. I'm sorry. I promise y'all, when I be looking at them diagonals, they be messing me up a little bit because I swear I was trying to put the bishop to where it's attacking that C1 square. But anyway, so excellent job. White's bishop freezes all of Black's pawns, ready to capture any pawn that advances. Black pushes the E pawn, deciding not to wait for White's king to capture all the pawns. How can White secure the draw? Hold on, let me read that again. Excellent job. White's bishop freezes all of Black's pawns, ready to capture any pawn that advances. Black pushes the E pawn, deciding not to wait for White's king to capture all of the pawns. How can White secure the draw? Okay, so it is White's move. Okay. Excellent job. White's king will collect the last two pawns and draw. Okay, y'all, I didn't know if that was the right move. That's why I was, hesitating, I guess you can say. But okay, so Black's move now. White is threatening to capture a pawn and fork Black's rooks. Can you find the best defense? White is threatening to capture a pawn and fork Black's rooks. Okay, I see. So can you find the best defense? Okay, so we're looking at this knight right here, because if this knight comes right here, it's going to capture that black pawn and then fork the rooks, literally. So, um, and okay, so it's black's move. I'm looking for a way to get rid of that bishop right there. And I don't know if that would be for me to move. Well, actually, no. Never mind. Okay, so a resourceful bishop move. Nicely done. Black's bishop protects the weak c7 pawn and prevents any forking ideas from white's. Okay, so now it's white's move. Black's two rooks are ready to outpower white's bishops. Can you combine the strength of your bishops and force a checkmate in two moves? Okay, so black's two rooks are ready to outpower white's bishops. Oh, sorry, y'all. Can you combine the strength of your bishops? Um, so it's white's move. I feel like it's simply just moving right there. Okay, so excellent. Black's king is forced into the corner. Deliver checkmate. Um, okay. Look at the power of those two bishops. Checkmate. All right, so this is our last challenge, and then we're going to get into another video. So it's white's move. White's bishop on d3 is miserable. So right there. It's blocked in every direction. What is the best way to make this passive piece active? Okay, so I guess just moving. Okay. Powerful move. White attacked the knight and opened up several squares for the bishop. How can you use the liberated light squared bishop to win material? Um, let me see. How can you use the liberated light squared bishop to win material? Um, I'm trying to see because one, there's nothing in its direct path. Two, if I land anywhere, then the pawns would be able to attack me. So let me look at this hand. White's light square bishop is now active. How can it attack a trapped black piece? Um, how can it attack a trapped black piece? I don't know. Let me see. Oh, okay. Take care of your pieces, and they will take care of you. White's newly active bishop attacks black's trapped rook on a8. Let's capture the rook before it escapes. All right, y'all, I didn't do that. Sorry. Okay, so now we're on to the next lesson, which is using your knights. So once again, I'm going to go ahead and remove myself from the screen, play the video, and then, yeah. So let me go ahead and do that.
There are few things as satisfying in chess as making a good move with the knight. Maybe it's because it's the only piece that can jump. Or maybe it's because with each new square the knight lands on, there are now 8 new squares of possibilities to consider. The knight is so full of potential, if you use it correctly, that is. In order to make the most of your knights, you will need to put them on squares where they have the most possibilities. Let's see what happens when you put a knight into the corner. How many squares can it move to? Right, only 2 squares. Now let's see the knight on the side of the board. How many squares now? That's right, only 4. And how many squares can the knight move to now that we've placed the piece in its favorite place, directly in the center? That's right, 8. The knight loves being in the center of the board where it can leap into action anywhere. And if you really are looking to maximize the knight, place the knight on the 6th rank, where it not only controls the center, but it also is eyeing the valuable pieces that are often found on the eighth rank, like the king. Look at how dangerous this knight is. Knights also work really well when used together with the queen. Together, they cover all of the potential black king moves. Just look at this checkmating duo. One final point about the knight is this. The knight is usually the best blockader of an advanced enemy pawn. Rooks hate getting stuck in front of pawns, and bishops aren't that much better, but knights feel right at home blocking pawns. Now it's your turn to see if you know how to activate your knights.
Okay, so I obviously forgot to read the comment again, but let me go ahead and get into that. And speaking of comments, let me just make sure that no one has commented. And okay, all right. So he says knights are best in the center where they can control up to 8 squares. Knights work well with queens and also do a good job blocking pawns. All right, so now let's get into the challenges. So white has one more minor piece to develop. Where is white's knight on B1 best placed? I personally sit right there. And that's because it's still controlling, the center of the board. Look at that centralized knight. Great job. White's knight controls the e4 square and adds pressure to black's pawn on d5. Okay. White's knight on a3 isn't very happy sitting away from the action. How can you activate this pawn and create a threat? Okay, so activating the pawn on not the pawn, the knight, sorry, on a3. And create a threat. Okay, nicely done. White brings the knight toward the center and adds a third attacker to the e5 pawn. All right, so white to move. White's knight would love to plant itself on f6, forcing black's major pieces and king. Oh, forking, sorry. How can the knight reach the f6 square in 2 moves? So f6 square, which is right here. No, right there. My bad, right here. Okay, so. Oh, I didn't even look. Oh. Okay, so let me see. F. All right, great job. White's knight is ready to move to f6, but now black is threatening checkmate on g2. What should white do? Hold on, let me look a little. Hold on, give me y'all. I got a sec. Give me a second, y'all. Black is threatening to checkmate on g6. G2, my bad. Sorry, I'm reading y'all. So, okay. What's the next move? So, okay, if the queen comes right here to g2 and I capture, okay, the bishop is protecting it. Sorry, I was looking to see, how that would be checkmate. If I move, hold on, y'all. Sorry, I'm still trying to look. So I need to protect this piece right here. And with that being said, I would move right. This is a much stronger move. There is a much stronger move in the position. Try to find it. I thought that was a pretty strong move because it's still protecting the g2 pawn. Let me go ahead and use a hint. Why can't white continue with the original plan of posting the knight on its dream square? All right, we're going to go ahead and go to the solution. Okay, you got it. White does not get distracted by the checkmate threat and forks black's king, queen, and rook. Now let's find the best way to capture black's queen. Okay. Impressive knight play. Keep up the great work. As y'all can see, I'm not the best person when it comes to playing with their knight, so don't come for me. But okay, so white to move. Black's bishop and rook want to become more active once the e6 pawn moves. What is white's best move in this position? Let me read that again because I was reading way too fast. So, Black's bishop and rooks want to become more active on the e6 pawn once the e6 pawn moves, which is right here. Okay, and then Black's bishop and knight, it said bishop and rook. Okay, so bishop and the rook. I mean, no, the rook is right here. Sorry. Okay, what is White's best move in this position? So, my first guess would be to attack that square, but that's not right. This move does not prevent Black's idea of pushing the e6 pawn. So, okay, well, I need to protect the e5 square then. Let me see. Hmm. Dang, y'all. Let me see. Okay, so I know what I need to do, but it's just the execution. Would this be? Okay. So your positional skills are improving. White's knight enjoys a great central square and blockades this 8-6 pawn, preventing it from moving. All right, last one. White to move. Black is ready to play d2 and promote the pawn. So moving right here and then promoting the pawn. How can white best defend against this dangerous pawn? Oh, well, um, all right. Lesson complete. You're ready for your next lesson using your rooks. All right, this time, y'all, I'm not going to forget. Let me go ahead and read his comment. So it says, put your rooks on open files where they won't be blocked by pawns. Rooks are also good on semi-open files, attacking opposing pawns or defending your pawns. Rooks are effective in batteries working together on an open rank or file, especially the 7th rank. So just so y'all know, files are the letters, ranks are the numbers. So yeah, A file, B file, C all the way through, and then file A, or however you want to say it. So, gonna go ahead and take myself off the screen, all of that, so y'all can watch, or so we can watch the video, and then we'll get into the challenges.
Rooks are the second most powerful pieces in chess, if you use them right, that is. At the beginning of the game, the rooks are on the most useless squares. But once you get to the right spot, the rooks are very useful. One place rooks like to be is on open files. An open file is one where there are no pawns at all. On an open file, a rook can see all the way across the board. Even more powerful is having two rooks on the open file. Notice with both of White's rooks on the open e-file, Black's rooks are no match to fight against them on the e-file. Another good place for a rook is on a semi-open file. A semi-open file is where there are only pawns from one army on that file. This might mean that your rook is attacking your opponent's pawn, like this. Or the rook is protecting your own pawn, which you are probably trying to push. Finally, the best place for a rook is on the 7th rank. Here it attacks your opponent's pawns and also cuts off the opponent's king. When you get two rooks together on the 7th rank, they are so unstoppable they have earned the nickname pigs on the 7th. Let's see if you can put your rooks on their best squares.
All right, so that was that. Now let's go ahead and get into these challenges. So, White's move, it says, let's activate White's rook and prepare to attack Black's only unprotected pawn. So first we want to look and see which pawn is Black's only unprotected pawn. And so with that being said, all right, let me see, hold on, y'all. So we're obviously using our rooks. It's White's move. Um, Okay. So it says excellent. White's rook moves to an open file and prepared to attack black's weak c6 pawn. Um, Now that black's rook protected the c6 pawn, the a6 pawn is no longer protected. Can you find a plan to now attack black's a6 pawn? Black's a6 pawn. Sorry, that's a sentence twister. But okay, so now this one is unprotected. Can we find a way to now attack it? Um, I feel like he'll be moving to d7. But I don't know. That feels like I'm doing a lot. But then I feel like that's doing too much. Let me see. So okay, we're attacking a6. I feel like that's what it has to be though. Okay, yeah. You got it. White's rook invades black's territory. Black tries to prevent white's rook from attacking the c6 pawn, but now the a6 pawn, but now the c6 pawn is unprotected. How can white win the c6 pawn? Let me see. Very good. Black cannot prevent us from winning material. Let's capture the weak c6 pawn. All right. Great work activating your rook and targeting weaknesses. Okay, so the rooks are battling over white's c pawn. How can white attack a black rook and advance the passed pawn? So the rooks are battling over white's c pawn. How can white attack a black rook and advance? This move does not advance white's passed pawn and attack a black rook. I mean, so then this move, oh my gosh. Um, did I move over here? All right, let me just go ahead and use a hint. Which pawn can attack a black rook? Oh, okay, we're starting with pawns. Sorry, I thought we was going, straight to rooks or whatever. Okay, you got it. Black's rook tries to block the promotion square, but now white can eliminate the rook on c8. Play the move. Okay. So, let me see. I feel like it'll be like this. Okay, nicely done. White attacks both black's king and rook on c8, eliminating black's defense of the c pawn. Okay, so black just played queen to e7, attacking white's pawn on e4. Let's set up a trap by castling. Black falls into the trap, thinking white forgot about the pawn. Now that the e file is open, can you find a way to win black's queen? So black's queen is right there. We're white. I lied. Sorry, the queen is right here. Okay, let me see. Uh, you got it. White's active rook pins the queen to black's king. All right, so white's a move. Black's queen and passed pawn look very dangerous, but white's rooks can work together to win black's queen. Can you find the forcing moves to make this happen? So we're trying to win the queen. This is not forcing enough. Try again. I'm not too sure if this is okay. Great start. White forces Black's king off the back rank and closer to the same rank as Black's queen. Can you force Black's king to join the sixth rank with the Black queen? Black's king is not forced to the same rank as the queen. Oh my gosh. Black's king is not forced to the same rank as the queen, so white will be forced to repeat moves. Try again. Um, oh, I see. All right, you got it. Now that Black's king is forced to the same rank as the queen, can you find a way to win Black's queen? Let me see. To win Black's queen. All right, you are dangerous with a pair of rooks. Black's queen is now pinned to the king. When white's extra rook should be easily, oh my gosh. You are dangerous with a pair of rooks. Black's queen is now pinned to the king when white's extra rook should be enough to easily win the game. All right, so last one, and then we're back into the videos. Most likely, I'm gonna probably start a game around like 7:45, 7:50, something like that. So Black has a dangerous pass pawn on d2 that White cannot prevent from promoting. Things look bad, but can you find a clever way to win Black's pawn once it promotes to d1? All right, so to win Black's pawn, let me see. Black has a dangerous pass pawn on d2. This move does not allow White to win the soon-to-be promoted pawn on d1. Things look bad, but can you find a clever way to win Black's pawn once it promotes? Black's king and pass pawn are lined up on the d file. Where can White's rook safely deliver a check on that file? Let me just go ahead and go with the solution. Beautiful move. Black cannot stop White from checking the d8 square. Winning the d pawn, play the winning move. This part definitely confused me. This ain't right. Yeah. Okay. Beautiful move. Black cannot stop White from checking on the d8 square. Oh, all right. Sorry, y'all. Them last ones were a little confusing. But let's go ahead and get into this video. But first, let me read his comment. So it says, queens are very powerful, but you must be careful not to lose her for less valuable pieces. For that reason, queens often develop a little later than other pieces. The best use of a queen is to target the opposing king with help from other pieces. All right, so now let's go ahead and get into the video.
The queen is unquestionably the most powerful piece in chess, but knowing when and where to use the queen can be a challenge. On the one hand, she has great attacking potential. On the other hand, the queen can get trapped, so be careful. The black queen can't escape. The queen is best used when supported by at least a few other pieces. Don't bring the queen out too early, however, or you might lose a bunch of time as she gets chased around. Queens can work very well when paired with bishops, like in this position. The light-squared bishop delivers checkmate as it's supported by the queen, and also notice the dark-squared bishop prevents the king from escaping. The queen and knight also work well together, like in this position. She can also be deadly when used with rooks, either in front or behind the rook. And because she can attack so many squares at once, her best use is when directly going after your opponent's king. Checkmate. Watch as a white queen invades the black king side. Game over. Now let's see if you can make the most of your queen.
Okay, so that was that. So let's go ahead and get into these challenges. Okay, so it's White's move. It says the queen is White's only hope to survive this position and possibly win. Black is threatening to promote the A pawn on the next move. Use the powerful queen and find the only winning move for White. Okay, so it says White's queen promotes, use the powerful queen, and find the only winning move for White. So are we trying to block? Let me see. White's queen is the queen is White's only hope to survive this position and possibly win. Black is threatening to promote the A pawn on the next move. Use the powerful queen to find the only winning move for White. Moving right here. White's queen is too passive and will not be able to stop both pawns from promoting. Try to find a more active queen move. Right here. Nice try, but this move doesn't prevent oh my gosh. Nice try, but this move doesn't prevent Black from promoting the dangerous A pawn. Try again. Let me see. Okay, forget it. Look at the queen's most forcing moves, checks. Look at the queen's most forced solution. Okay, so great job. White's queen forks the king and rook. How can White win material and prevent Black from safely promoting the pawn? Okay, excellent. White captures the rook, forking the king and pawn on a2. Eliminate Black's dangerous a pawn. All right, well done. White's powerful queen saved the game, and now White is winning. Black is up a rook and is offering a trade of queens. Should White trade queens, or can you find a stronger idea? It's White's move. Ooh, I was gonna say a fork, but only reason why I'm saying no about a fork is because in the end I would end up losing my queen. Because let's say I move right here to d6, and I captured, if say the rook right there on b8 didn't move, this rook right here will be able to capture me. So, use a hint. Where White's pawn on f6, which is right here, should trade. Hold on. Okay, sorry, I was reading the first comment. White's pawn on f6 would love for the queen to join an attack against the king. That's not attacking. Nice try, but this loses material for White. Try again. White's pawn on f6 would love for the queen to join. I don't think this is right either. Oh, okay. You have an eye for the attack. Black is forced to weaken the dark squares around the king. Can you find a forest mate in 2? Excellent move. Black prepares to defend the g7 square with queen to f8. Oh my gosh, let's deliver checkmate before black can defend. Nice work attacking the enemy king. Alright, so white to move. White is down serious material, but the queen and two bishops are pointing at black's weakened king side. Can you find a crushing move that immediately ends the game? Alright, so let me hold on real quick, y'all. Let me see something really fast. Okay. So can you find a crushing move that immediately ends the game? Um, um, Let me see. Okay, let me read this again. White is down serious material, but the queen and two bishops are pointing at black's weakened king side. Um, with the queen and two bishops. All right. Can you find a game-crushing move? Um, if I attack there and he comes right there, let me just use a hint really fast. Okay, so black's pawn on f7 is pinned. How can you take advantage of that? Nice try, but white needs to find a very forcing move. Try again. All right, black's pawn on f7 is pinned. But fantastic. Black's pawn on f7 is pinned. So white's two powerful bishops join the queen in delivering checkmate. All right, so now it's white's move again, and it says white's king is in serious danger as black threatens checkmate on a1. Can you find an aggressive queen move that saves white's position? Um, mm, Let me use another hint. Can you take advantage of a pin to allow your queen to protect the a1 square? But if I move to, well, I guess I could move there. Oops. Oh, I'm tripping. See, yeah, if I move to D1, oh my gosh, D4, sorry, y'all. If I move to D4, then the rook, well, let me see. I don't know if that's what they want. Okay, yeah. You have the right idea, but it is not a safe square. Can you find a surprising move that allows the queen to move to this diagonal and guard a1? Um, I would say capturing the knight, but that piece is protected. I guess. Wonderful. White takes advantage of the pinned G7 pawn, winning a knight and protecting the checkmate square on a1. Black moves the king out of pin, now threatening to capture white's queen. How can white move the queen to safety and remain a piece up? I feel like it's right there. I guess. Find a square on the a1 for the queen. Um, you got it. White is up a piece, and white's queen protects the weak a file while still looking and at attacking chances on the king side. Sorry. All right, so last one. It's white's move. Black's rook on b3 is unprotected. b3 is right there. Oops, right there. Can you find a powerful queen maneuver that wins that piece by force? Um, Um, my first thing would be to move to like E5, E6, my bad. There. Sorry, y'all. I'm telling you, let me just go ahead and talk to y'all. So today was really like long. I didn't really do much. Like I had like homework or whatever for school. And so that definitely took a toll. Um, but yeah, so with that being said, like it took me a little minute to, you know what I'm saying? Like kind of, I don't know. Long story short, I'm tired, y'all. It's been a long day, all of that good stuff. But with that being said, we're just gonna go ahead and try this again. Okay, so Black's rook on B3 is unprotected. Can you find a powerful queen maneuver that wins this piece by force? Okay, so like I was saying, I'm thinking of moving to E5. However, I mean not E5, my bad, y'all, not E5. Um, like E6. But obviously that the pawn is right there and that's not directly attacking. So let me go ahead and use a hint really fast. Single attacks won't work. Can you force Black's king to a square where you can set up a double attack? Um, I don't know. Okay, great board vision. Black's king is forced to H7, allowing a fork on the next move. Play it. Um, they're not on the same diagonal. Let me see. Black's king is forced to H7, allowing a fork on the next move. Let me see here. Y'all probably watching like it's right there, like y'all. Okay, let me see. Okay, so with it being a fork, it has to be in the middle. But like I said, they're not on the same diagonal. Um, unless it's like, maybe not talking about the the king and the rook and maybe like the pawn. Find a queen check that safely attacks Black's rook. Um, okay, so this is tough, y'all. Cause I'm so like stuck on the fact that they're not. Let me go ahead and use the solution because we kind of run out of time. Okay, so we're not running out of time, but like I said, I do want to play a game. So with that being said, I'm trying to kind of be mindful, of how long I'm doing these. But okay, so well played. Let's capture Black's rook. So we move down here. Oh, okay. I see. All right, so let me go ahead and stop screen sharing because this is actually Phil's account and we're going to be using my account um, to play a game simply because he's obviously a better chess player than I am. Therefore, I don't want to be like, playing his opponents when they harder or whatever. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and log into mines. Oh, dang, I was going to say something else too. Also, yeah, along with me not wanting to play on his account, I don't want to mess up his stats. So, yeah, let me just go ahead and do that. And like I said, y'all, y'all can always put in the comments that, if you guys want to play against me or whatever the case may be. So I do want to play versus the computer. Why does it? All right. Okay, new game. Okay, sorry, y'all. All right, so now let me go ahead and share my screen just so that y'all can see. And like I said, I am going to be playing on my own account. So if you guys want to play me, y'all, I know I say this all the time. If y'all want to play, let me know. Like, don't be afraid to say something. But okay, so Alani always keeps a straight face even when she loses a piece. Was it a blunder or a sneaky sacrifice? Jimmy wants to make sure you enjoy the game. He'll adapt to make it a little easier or a little harder depending on how you play. Martin learned chess so that he could play with his young kids. He still beats them most of the time. See how you stack up. So let me see what's about him. Aaron lives. I don't know where that says. But Aaron lives somewhere where Bobby Fischer became world champion. He hopes to play like Fischer someday, but still has a long way to go. I don't know, y'all. Aaron is kind of talking to me, so I'm a 690. Keep in mind, y'all, I don't really play chess like that, not that much. Not as much as I can. Let me say it like that. Challenge, no kind of help. All right, yeah. I don't want no help. Okay. Oh, I'm white. Dang. All right. So, y'all know me. I'm gonna go ahead and open. Let me see. I have to remember this. Because I'm trying to open with the scholar's mates. If y'all remember what that is. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure that I did it right. Because it's tough a little bit. Um, so now we're gonna go ahead and bring this my bishop to c4. Now, like I said, I am my first instinct. Is she copying me? I didn't know how to say it like that, but like, girl, don't copy me. Do your own thing. But she is copying me. I don't like that. Anyways, so as y'all seen, she started developing her pieces quicker, so she was able to kind of get away from that scholar's mate. But if she didn't develop her pieces, I would have had her, y'all. I promise y'all, I would have had her. But let me just go ahead and get this queen out of the way. I don't want her all up in my business like that. All right. Oh, so now she wanted to threaten, but I don't think that she'll. Hmm. I ain't gonna do that because okay, so if y'all see, we could do a queen exchange right here, but I personally I love my queens too much to do that, so I'm not going to. What I will, no, I ain't gonna do that either. I was gonna come and attack her pawn on e5 with my bit or with my knight, but once again, our queens like that. I don't want my queen taken, so I'm gonna go ahead and move her. Um. I'm not going to attack any pieces because, well, I guess I could just attack this little pawn right here. I mean, it's a free piece, unprotected piece. Or not. All right, so now I can go ahead and come. Well, I don't really want to be that person. Let me see. Okay. Dang, I didn't even realize where she moved to. Um. Okay, so she was right here. She moved right there. All right. So I don't know, y'all. I feel like I'm playing like a weak kind of game, but it's fine. It's fine. Okay. Let me see here. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get some more of our pieces out. Actually, not that piece. Only reason why I didn't move that piece is because then they'll be able to attack my what's that called? My bishops. Sorry, I'm telling y'all, it's been a long day, y'all. A long day. Speaking of which, how has y'all's day been? Like y'all don't, y'all don't be communicating with me as much as I want y'all to. Y'all don't ever comment like that. So let me see, they moved their king. My day, I guess, I'll talk to y'all while I'm playing. My day has been pretty decent. Like I said, I did have like homework or whatever. Um, so obviously had to handle that. Um, which kind of took a little minute. I'm still not done with it. So after this, definitely gonna go right back to it and hop back on that. Um, but yeah, dang, I didn't think that through, as y'all can see. Okay, I might not be able to talk that much because I'm not making the best moves right now, especially with all that. And I'm over here thinking, you know what? It's okay. It is okay. All right. Let me see here. Um, dang, I got too many pawns right here. Cause these two is stacked. I can't even move them. Let's see if she take the bait. Cause if she take it, that's fine. But she didn't. Okay. But I'm going to go ahead and take it just so that I can get, out the way to a certain extent, because I need to get rid of her. Um, her queen. Sorry, y'all. I'm looking for stuff. Um, we're gonna go there. All right. Um, Watch we because the thing is with chess.com, it tells you like if you've made mistakes. I'm gonna have so many mistakes because that's my thing. Like I like to play chess, but I don't play as much as I should. Um, yeah, probably like, how don't you play? I don't know, y'all. Don't judge me. But let me see. I just need to practice. I'm trying to, keep up with the tutorials and things like that we went over. But, you know, did she take my, oh my gosh. I did not realize that she had all them pieces. And she has the good pieces too, because I have like pawns and a bishop and a knight. She got my knight and my queen. Like, dang. But it's okay. I'm telling y'all, it's okay. We're gonna come back. So don't even trip. Don't even trip. Um, and move it there. Um, um, Sorry, y'all. Like I said, I'm not playing the best game, so I'm getting quiet now because I gotta focus. Because this don't make no sense. After, like I said, I promise you, I seen her take my queen, but I was like, okay, it's fine. I'll be able to, kind of get around it, be cool. Nah, I'm gonna need that back. So, or at least a fair exchange. So, trying my best to do my best. Let me make sure we ain't got no comments. Okay. Um. See, okay, so my whole thing, well, nah, I ain't gonna go into that because it's not gonna work. So let me see. Mm, I know y'all keep seeing me move my knight, but I'm doing that for a purpose. Like I'm trying to kind of put it out there a little bit more. Um, I need to get this pawn out the way, man. um, this right there. Let's see what she do. Let's see what she do. Let's see what she do. Oh, whatever. I was hoping, because based on her rank, I was like, dang, she might take the bait, give me her queen. She ain't going for that. It's cool though. Um, oh, I ain't gonna do that. Hold on. Um, but then I would have her queen, but then that's less of a defense for my king. But I got her queen. We're gonna see. Let's see if she do. She didn't. All right. I give her that. She played good. She's well. I ain't gonna say she played good because I don't. Anyway, forget it, y'all. So let me see. Like I said, this is why I played on my own account so that I didn't like affect Phil's like rank and all that good stuff. Um, so yeah, I know y'all that we run out of time, so I'm trying to hurry up. Um, with that. Let's see. She probably I shouldn't have did that, but it's cool. I knew that was coming. Okay. Um, let's see what she do now. She gonna move back. Yep, I knew it was coming. All right, that's cool. All right, y'all. It is 8 o'clock. Sorry, I was trying to get as far as I could with this game before we ran out of time. Um, So with that being okay, let me just stop. Let me just stop. So okay, let me go ahead and stop screen sharing. Okay, thank you to everybody who tuned in, who came out. Um, I will see y'all on Friday with, and I this time I will be with Miss Zaria. So yeah, be sure to tune in with that. I hope all of you guys stay safe, especially with this blizzard. I know it's over, but you know it's still snow and stuff outside. So yeah, be safe with that. Be careful. Really just stay in the house, just to, if possible, obviously. But yeah, so once again, just thank y'all for coming out, for tuning in. I will see y'all on Friday. And if y'all have any, if y'all want to be in the next game or anything like that, just let me know. And I'll see y'all later. Have a good rest of y'all day. Bye.